Hey YouTube, Harley and Guns here. I'm going to do another quick review of a fairly new firearm. This was introduced at the SHOT Show last 2017, I believe in January or February. They started shipping these out in late 2017. So this is the new Walther PPQ Subcompact, or PPQ SC. So I'm going to show you what comes in the box, and I'm going to do a brief comparison with the PPQ M2 and the PPS M2, just to show you the differences in size and things like that. So we'll go ahead and open up the box. Obviously it comes with the firearm. We'll do a safety check here. This is the, we're all safe. We've got the 10-round flush magazine in the firearm now. Comes with the 15-round extended magazine that has the sleeve on it, so it gives you a full-size grip versus you're not going to get your pinky on this firearm. And then you got your full-size grip, which would be similar to the standard 15-round magazine that you get with the PPS M2. Anyway, what else comes in the box? Your lock. You get your different back strap. I've got the smaller of the two. This is the larger one. You got your ammo loader. Comes with the left hand magazine release button, so if you wanted to flip it over to that side, you have the button in here. Makes it a truly ambidextrous gun, just like the PPS M2, or I'm sorry, the PPQ M2. And then you get your paperwork and whatever usually comes with it. The weird thing is this one did not come with a target. This is the first Walther I've ever bought that did not come with a target fire, showing the fire from with the date on it from the factory. So that was a little bit weird, but anyway, so that's what you get in the box. Now we'll just go ahead and we'll set these out. We'll put the flush magazine back in. I'll set these out so you can kind of see a comparison of the three. You got your PPQ M2, the PPQ SC, and the PPS M2. I love all of these guns. What can I tell you? This trigger on this gun is the same as the trigger on this gun, so it has the much shorter reset. So you hit that, very crisp, very short reset. So it is exactly the same as the trigger on the PPQ M2. So we'll just do a little comparison with the flush magazines. You can see here this is a half-inch shorter on the barrel length. It's a 3.5-inch barrel on the SC versus the 4-inch barrel on the M2. And then we'll hold that up to the PPS M2, which I think is like a 3.2-inch barrel, so it's just slightly shorter than what you're getting on the SC. Now if you look at the height, and hold them all up, the height on the SC and the PPS M2 are pretty similar. Actually, I think they're exact, at like 4.5 inches or slightly under 4.5 inches, and the height on the PPQ M2 is 5.3, I believe. So very similar size in the SC and the PPS M2. It's a little bit thinner, obviously, with the single stack on the PPS M2. So I think this is 1 inch wide versus 1.3 inches wide, as well as the PPQ M2 is the same, 1.3 inches wide. Overall weight, empty, 24.5, 21.2, 21.1. Length, I believe is a little over 7 on this, like 6.6 I think on this one, and 6.25 or 6.3 on the M2, PPS M2. So to me, this makes a kind of an in-between. It's be a very nice concealed carry gun, just as the PPS M2 is, but you obviously have the option of carrying more ammo in the flush round magazine, versus even with the extended magazine you get with the M2, it holds only 8 rounds. This flush mount magazine with the SC holds 10 rounds. So you're going to trade off a couple of rounds for a slightly longer gun, about well, it's less than half an inch, probably about 1/3 of an inch longer, and about maybe 1/4 of an inch wider. So you're going to make that trade-off. But this gun actually fits. This is a Remora sticky holster that I use sometimes with the PPS M2, and this gun actually fits really nicely in there. It's just a tad bit tight, but overall they're pretty similar in size. So now I'll show you the difference when you put the extended magazines in them. So if you take the 10-round flush magazine out, you put your 15-round extended mag in, you take your 6-round flush PPS M2, get your 8-round extended. We'll do another height comparison. No difference in the height now of the PPQ M2 and the PPQ SC. So they're both at 5.3 inches, and the PPS M2 is just slightly shorter than the, I'd say maybe 1/3 of an inch shorter, and that's with a 8-round magazine versus the 15-round magazine on the PPQ SC. So overall, they're all very good guns. I love all the Walthers. I've been carrying the M2, the PPS, for maybe 2 years now. I'll probably rotate it out. I don't normally like to carry conceal carry, and I appendix carry, so I don't normally like to carry a larger gun, but I think this one will fit in nicely, carrying it with the flush magazine and having the extended 15-round magazine you know, available to use if needed. So I think it's a great option to have for another concealed carry gun. And like I say, it's just not that much difference in size than the current my current carry gun, which is the PPS M2. I don't think I would notice the length difference at all. The height is marginal. It's very close. I think the only difference to me is going to be the thickness of the grip, and also the gun itself is going to be about a 1/3 of an inch wider. But overall, they're all great guns. As I said, I shot this. I don't see any difference shooting in my shooting when I'm using the M2 PPQ M2 versus using the PPQ SC when I'm using the extended magazine, because I get the full grip. My groupings are literally the same. Very nice groupings with that. When I put this in, you lose just that little extra bit of stability. So the groupings are still very good, but not quite as good as when you have the extended magazine and the full grip. And that's exactly how I shoot with the PPS M2 as well. I'll get tighter groupings with the full magazine, you know, the full grip on it, because it just seems to keep that kick down just enough to let you get back on target quicker than you can with the smaller magazine. So anyway, that's kind of it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, liked the comparison. This is a great gun. I think you can get these for right under $500 now. They were about $600, I think, or six something, a couple of months ago, 3 months ago. But they've been on sale. I think there's even one place now that was advertising this for like $4.79. So anyway, they're nice guns. I think it's going to be good for the carry rotation. And if you have any questions, go ahead and put some comments in the thing. And as always, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our page. Until next time, be careful, stay armed, and ride safe.